Hello everyone, my name is Michael SK and welcome back to Anonymous Code. We are now in Chapter 7. Quite literally, we just entered Chapter 7 at the very end of the previous episode. And yeah, you know what? The previous episode was really nice. You know, not a whole lot was going on. It was peaceful, a calm before the storm, it sort of feels like. Because at the end of that episode, Juno decided to appear and disappear with Momo, asking how she knew about Kent. Apparently, she's a sister to him, so I guess he's a real person for sure, and he might be out there, maybe, but that happened. Also, it is very, very likely that despite being domed in the head, shot in the head, if you will, David might still be perfectly alive. I'm not really sure how that works, but his body was gone from the morgue, I believe, or at least somebody's was, and I'm assuming it's David's, unless it was actually stated it was David's. I actually don't remember, but yeah, just a lot going on at the end of the previous episode to really just prime us for whatever craziness is bound to really pick up again here. Anyways, I have no idea where we are, but a sturdy gate opened and a luxurious black car passed through on its way out of the residence grounds. What the? A moment later, a hooded man stepped in front of the vehicle. Who is this? Obviously, it's somebody associated with the Holy Office, but they look very, very mysterious. I think that's even an understatement, really. Two members of the hired security police jumped out to confront him. Having identified him as a threat, the officers raised their handguns. The hooded man maintained a calm expression. Next thing they knew, he had passed by the officers and knocked on the window at the back of the car. The window opened up. Inside sat Secretary General Shunjin Nomura, advisor for the ruling party's leader. Nomura commanded immense political authority. Oh. The officers relaxed their guard. Oh, yeah. We did see a woman talking at the end of the previous episode as well. So, wait, what's going on here? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we found Momo. People avoid digital transactions for New Year's allowances due to low trust in banks. Well, gee, I wonder why. Recent hacking incident to blame. Well, yeah, that's not even a question. That's actually how it is. Why would you trust banks after a massive hacking? Okay, it looks like we found Momo. Not sure how that happened. I don't even know where the hell we are right now. But it does appear that the Holy Office, they are definitely going to be sending more people out after us, which David did warn us about that. There are more people out for her. Momo got out of Rosario's car and went into the alley. I parked my grapper and followed her with Rosario. It was December 31st. Oh, it's been a few days. Holy shit. Okay. All right. Tokyo was in an end-of-year mood. Its residents were either deep cleaning or heading home with bags of shopping. In another 3 hours, 2037 would be over. What do we got going on here? Tabuchi Motors holiday season business schedule. And what is this? Hatsumure shrine visit with the gang. Yeah, I pick whatever that says temple. Through the bustle, we had made our way to Shibuya to do some what? Wait, what the fuck did that say? Some cryptanalysis? Okay. Alright, we weren't analyzing a code from Cicada 3301 though. It was a challenge set up by Juno. Yeah, what happened? Momo had vanished while we were waiting in front of the hotel, and I found her in a nearby back alley. Momo was standing with her back to the wall, with Juno right in front of her. Yeah, there we go.
Momo, 離せ!
I shouted as I sprinted toward her, and Juno readily released her.
Momo!
私の計画をめちゃくちゃにしたお前になんでなんでなんで
Wait, what did we do? If we didn't do a single thing with those quests, everything would have fallen apart. And that is true. We've seen the bad endings. The plane crash, the economy, dying.
お前がいなければよかったのにお前のせいで全部台無し許せない本当に許せない
クエスタへの参加は自由のはずです。コリッサ・ケントもそれを望んで。
兄さんの名前を気安く呼ぶなこのストーカーが
Wow, okay.
兄さんは私のものよこれ以上兄さんに近づかないで
Where the fuck is this coming from? Jesus. This is really not the side of Juno I thought, we would ever see. A side that existed
必
within.
ず会ってみせます。彼と共に世界を救いたいから。
お前にその資格があると
もちろんです。
そうそれじゃ証明してよ
証明？これは
What the hell? Momo shared an image of a painting with me.
その暗号を解いて
Solve what?
もし最後の場所にたどり着くことができたらお前を認めてやる兄さんの秘密も教えてやってもいい
What, she won't be trying to kill us whenever we do quests again? She'll be totally cool with us? 100%? And she's gone. Juno was gone before Momo could finish. Since that day, Momo had been leading us around as we solved the codes Juno had left. Solving codes yielded coordinates that led to more codes leading to more coordinates. This cycle was still going, and this time it had brought us here.
印です。
Momo pointed at a flower crest. This was the AR sign that we had found at all the coordinates. When Momo touched the crest, a speech bubble appeared. Text floated inside it.
1999年7月2日兄さんが転んで怪我した私を手当てしてくれた場所だそうです。
Oh.
やっぱり兄貴自慢か。
All the other chords led to text saying similar stuff. We came to realize that Juno actually was Cicada's sister, but honestly, I was pretty tired of her going on about him.
前回から
Doesn't do
ま
us
た
any good,
年
honestly.
代が下がってますね。終わりが近いかもしれません。次の暗号は
見つけたぞそこの壁だ
When Momo turned to look where Rosario was pointing, she froze.
ダメ。
What?
そんな
She raised her hands to her temples as her pupils twitched wildly.
おい大丈夫か
Yeah, what's going on
ビ
here?
ジョンが見えて
Ah, fuck.
たくさんの人が死んで。
まさかクエスト
Oh boy, yep, we do. Hello, we are certain that this time we will find the brilliant individuals we seek. Good luck. Win shared a 4chan post with me. It had been posted by...
シケーダが新しいクエストを投稿したよ。
本当に来やがった
Oh, yep, here we go again, boys. I hope y'all had a good year. Yep, right back to it. Does Cicada have some grudge against New Year's Eve? What the fuck? Can't watch the countdown, man. Gonna beat it before the year ends. I'll decipher it. Yeah, we should probably make a save. I didn't think he'd post any more quests this year, but he found the time to squeeze in one more. Also, that little symbol that we have for Chapter 7 there being a skull,
Juno も現れたな
that's lovely, you know? That bodes well. Wait. Was that something that I was supposed to say? Nope, that's something that Pollon said. Perfect. Still, I was obviously going to be the one who'd end up so...
うわっ
What? Wait, what's going on? Oh, that's all Juno. That is all fucking Juno. 4chan's hack board was suddenly being spammed by Juno's words.
そ邪魔しやがって他の投稿が流れちまうだろ
Juno showed no signs of stopping, though. What do we got here? Oh.
はあ 4ちゃんが落ちた
Damn, she crashed 4chan.
あいつあ
ジュノさんがこれを。
あ、大量投稿でサーバーに負荷をかけたんだ。妨害工作だよ。
Damn, is there anything she can't do? She can jump all over the place, kill people, and take down a server?
なんてやつだ。
Or 4chan specifically?
4ちゃんは見たか？
落ちる瞬間をな。他の SNS を使おう。
ダメだ。ハッカーのたまり場は軒並み落ちていってる。
Oh, lovely.
な、
自力で解読しないとダメってこと？
Damn, we're gonna go in blind.
最悪の場合、
Blind as fuck. Blind, more blind than we have in the previous quests, honestly.
クエストはポロンさんたちに任せれば大丈夫ですから。
Yeah, especially with the power of loading and saving, we should be okay. It's just gonna take some
ではそちらに
time.
力を尽くそう。
モモ、例のガジェットは持ってるな。
はい、ここに。
Momo took out a cylindrical device about the size of her palm. It was like a hockey puck. This was what Nono had made for us to use against sacraments, her berry blocky. It created electromagnetic interference across an area 4 meters in diameter, and could nullify electromagnetic waves of any intensity. Momo and I both had one. If the agents attacked us, we could at least use them to buy ourselves time to escape. Maybe they could even neutralize agents' powers too.
ポロンさん、
Worth a shot,
健
honestly.
闘を祈ってます。
モモたちもな。
Oh, here we go. We're gonna have to be on the big ass lookout of when we gotta be jumping. But another thing to note here is that we actually didn't see the visions this time. Usually we would breaking all major social media services down. Oh, wow. So it's just all of them, not even the, well, yeah, hacking suspected for sure, but it's not just the hacking, like, hangout spots, it's just social media in general is just gone. But what I was going to say is that in previous quests, we would actually see Momo's visions from her perspective. This time we're not. So we're really going in blind here with whatever's going to happen, whatever this is related to. No idea. Absolutely no idea.
ハッカー向けじゃない SNS まで全滅しちゃったよ。
ダークウェブにある情報交換サイトも軒並み落ちてるな。
しつこ
That's
すぎ
pretty
だろ。
widespread, honestly. 2 hours had passed since Cicada 3301 posted his new quest. Juno used DDoS attacks to bring down all the social media servers, including ones unrelated to hacker-centric sites. Oh, we still got YouTube, though.
見て見て、動画のコメント欄。ハッカーの人たちが情報交換してるの。
Oh, perfect.
お、ナイス。
We can use YouTube comments to our advantage. Oh, never
ま
mind.
た落ちやがった。
せっかく見つけたのに。ジュノジュノのバカ。
I took a sip of 7 Cup to cool my head. Despite what was happening, hackers were putting their heads together and actually making progress on the quest. The hint from the first image was a number, and searching that number led to a different image. Well, what do we got? First hint. For the human body is so designed by nature that the face, from the chin to the top of the forehead and the lowest roots of the hair, is a 10th part of the whole height. The open hand from the wrist... I'm not reading all that fucking shit. Next hint. Multiply the 3 prime numbers, replace that with the result, and then you have a website. On top of that, Juno's DDoS attacks weren't letting up. And Nakano Symphonies had only found 2 of the 3 prime numbers. The 3301 in Cicada 3301 was a prime number, but it wasn't the right one. Knowing what the other hackers were thinking would have helped, but that was out of the question.
これを見ろ。
What do we got?
ソースコード。
ああ。ニュースサイトのソースコードにコメントを残してるんだ。
Oh, cool.
3つの素数を見つけたやつがいるぞ。
I guess you gotta be a little creative in communicating with each other like this. New pick could be fake, you know. Screw that bastard Juno. You can get so many different numbers from the what man? The Virtuvian man? Vitruvian? I have no idea how to pronounce. I don't even know what that is, honestly. I'm pretty sure about 1229 and 997 at least. The 3 prime numbers are length, width, and KB. Shit, I didn't even think about the file size, the kilobytes there.
試してみる。
We'd noticed that the image dimensions were prime numbers, but we'd overlooked its file size. Multiplying them together, got us that number. So if we switch that figure in for the square in this, or the blank spot, if you will, in this website, what do we got? Nope, nothing.
404エラー
それってなんだっけ？
該当アドレスのページは存在しないというエラーだな。
We tried redoing the calculation and accessing the site again. It could be a fake. Look in the source code of this website we just pulled up. But the result was the same.
外れってことだよね。
ああ。他のハッカーも素数を探し直してる。
The hackers exchanging info through the source code had already given up on the 404 page. In that case,
もう少し調べてみる。
え、外れなのに？
このページには何かある。そんな気がする。
honestly though, I wanted to check it out because I knew there was no point just doing the same thing as all the other hackers. Yeah, I mean, we have to do other shit. Then when we have enough, we can jump back and utilize what we've learned and go even further. I looked at the page again. It didn't seem different from any other 404 error. The spelling was the same, the text was displayed normally, there were no hidden images, nothing about it was special. Maybe there was something in the source code.
ポロン、お前の勘は正しいかもしれない。
Hey,
このページは
what
1
can I
年前
say?
に作られたものだ。
There were two types of 404 error pages. One type was automatically produced by the browser, and the other was prepared by the homepage's creators. Since this error page was made a year ago, it had to be the latter, meaning that Cicada himself might have made it.
大変大変！さっきのエラーページすぐ閉じた方がいいよ。
Wait, why?
え、なんで？
そのページを開いたら気持ち悪くなったとか、子供が倒れたとか、そういう情報がどんどん出てきてる。
What?
気持ち悪くなったって言ってるのはハッカーか？
え？うん、それも子供だって。
A phenomenon that only affected kids and did nothing to
クロ
adults?
ス、ページに音が仕込まれてないか？
音？一応見てみるが。
Oh yeah, there are different frequencies of sound, like I know growing up there'd be like that high-pitched sound that, you know, younger people could hear, but adults couldn't. So you'd always have it advertised as, you know, your teacher won't hear this sound or whatever. He moved his hands over his input
あった
device.
ぞ。音声ファイルだ。
サンキュー。
I played it and...
って何これ？無音？怖っ。
Well, yeah, it was just we can't hear that frequency.
いや、
大人より過聴域。
Yep.
聞き
The older
取れる
you
周
get,
波
the
数が
less you
広いん
hear.
だ。
ああ、なるほど。
Well, what do we got here?
音声ファイルの波形を可視化したが、確かになってるな。
2音だけか。
二進数になってるかもしれない。
変換できるか？
少し待て。
Damn, Cross works fast. I love this. I love just how quickly they bounce shit off of each other. Cross used his input device like a DJ.
1000-101-100。アスキーコードで変換すると EGG エッグだな。
うわー、すごい！次のヒントじゃん。で、エッグって何なの？
Yeah, what do we do with that word?
さあな。
死刑だの野郎。また暗号出しやがって。
Our reward for making sense of these codes was just more stupid codes. These siblings had no chill. Yeah, they're one and the same, it seems. I drank some 7 Cup to stop myself getting pissed off. We're saving again, huh? There must have been
No.
like a loading point of some sort that we could have used there, maybe.
BMI がウイルスに感染すると視界を乗っ取られちゃうやつ。
Oh, lovely.
シナリーインターセプトのクエストだな。
What did that end up doing? That was the first quest that led to fatalities. The virus was spread throughout Seattle and infected people's BMI through Wi-Fi connections, as well as changing what people saw. It hijacked their nervous systems and manipulated their emotions, driving them to jump off buildings. What? 11 people were killed totally at random. What exactly the victims saw, as well as how they felt, remained unknown. But it was known that the people who committed suicide had cheerful looks on their faces, like they were diving into a swimming pool. That sounds a little familiar. That was how it got the name Poolhack.
悪趣味な事件だ。
That sounds very, very familiar. I'm thinking like years and years and years ago here in this universe, but I'm sure you guys all know what I'm talking about. All right, we got a tip out of that. Scenery Intercept, a hack directed at the target's BMI vision. It allows for spying by seeing what the target sees, but it can also be used to make the target see fake visuals. And that's what I was thinking earlier, like way back in the beginning of this Let's Play. But when you're driving, isn't it possible that because everybody's got these BMIs, that they could see stuff that's not actually on the road? Like, and think that, oh, there's something there and try to like swerve to avoid it? Or something like that, you know? Or do they just rely on self-driving?
自殺カウントダウンっていうのもあったしね。
I feel like that could just lead to more problems. People like hacking into your BMI and making you see shit that's not actually there. It was the second quest Cicada 3301 posted after his reappearance on May 5th, 2036. It was also the first quest Cross and I took part in. I didn't have my saving and loading ability back then, so all we could do was watch as the victims threw themselves to their deaths. Uh-oh.
エッグはまさかこれのことだったのか。
どうした？何か分かったのか？
見ろ。
What? Over 50 people on the helipad of a closed building?
今ご覧いただいているのはドローンからのライブ映像です。新宿のエッグタワーのヘリポートに集まっている人々は目撃者の話では30分ほど前に突然現れたということです。
Why?
隣のビルにカウントダウンが出てるって。
That is that's in minutes, right?
1年前のプールハックそっくりだよ。きっとこれが今回のクエストだって。
奴は1年も前から事件を予告してたのかよ。
The people on the helipad were looking up at the sky, all spaced out. They were staggering around like they were hypnotized. If this was Poolhack 2.0, then once the countdown reached 0, more than 50 people were going to jump to their deaths. We had about 54 minutes left. The countdown was scheduled to end 5 minutes into the new year. If this one had the same setup as the last one, we could prepare a digital vaccine and then
ヘ
remotely...
リポートにいる人たちの BMI はオフラインだとハッカーたちが言ってるぞ。
Then what the fuck is going on?
現地に行ったわけじゃないから赤外線や近距離無線の調査はまだだな。
おいおい、有線で一人一人にワクチンをインストールするしかないってことか？
調査結果次第じゃそういうことになるな。
Even if we looked into it and found the cause, how much time would we have left? How many seconds would we have to use for each of them? Can we jump? Oh yeah, there we go. I know what's on your mind, Anon. You're thinking we have to stop this thing before it even happens, right? Great minds think alike. No way we can save all 50 people in less than an hour. Good call. We'll go back and solve it in advance. Yeah, so fuck that other save we just made. Well, let's see what we can do here. I mean, we're giving ourselves a shit ton more time jumping back to when we were with Momo and Rosario. Maybe we can use their help. I mean, this code shit, you know, we can wait on all that, you know? I loaded back to when Juno started posting on 4chan. According to the first news reports, the people on the helipad had appeared about 30 minutes earlier, at about 10:30 p.m. Right now, it was just before 9 p.m. If I went to Shinjuku now, I could stop all of them from entering the building.
Momo, Rosario, Juno の暗号解読を進めてくれ。
Nope, I guess we're not gonna work alongside them.
俺はプールハックを止めてくる。
プールハック？
今投稿されたクエストだ。じゃあ、頼んだからな。
Alright, let's get on the call with Cross and start working on some
どこに
shit.
いる？
After asking Cross and Wind to secure the egg tower entrance, I checked out the surrounding area. More than 50 people had gathered on the helipad last time. I didn't know if they'd come together or one by one, but the egg tower was an abandoned, sealed-off building. Anyone in the vicinity must have been involved somehow.
あれは。
I saw a group of about 30 people near the tower. The area was mostly abandoned, so a crowd like that was really suspect.
調べてみるか。
If my hunch was right, I could take their carrier nodes off right now. The Poolhack suicides had happened because people lost control over their BMI. So if I took their carrier nodes, they wouldn't be able to use BMI. That would eliminate the suicide risk.
念のため Wi-Fi をオフにしておくか。
But if we do that, we won't be able to, well, how do we stay in contact with Cross? How does that work? It was a last-minute countermeasure, but it would keep me from getting infected. I could finally approach the group. As I moved closer, I got a look at each of their faces. Their eyes were vacant, and they were staggering along rather than walking, like the people on the helipad had been. Starting with the closest person, I reached for the carrier node and... What the fuck just happened? Did we get Juno'd all of a sudden? There was a pool in front of me. It was a beautiful private pool, the likes of which I had only seen in videos. We're not even in Japan, are we? Where the fuck are we? It shimmered beautifully as it reflected the sunlight, and I was suddenly struck by an urge to dive in. I changed into my swimwear and got ready. I don't like this, guys. I don't like this one bit. What the fuck? The sky was clear today and it was pretty hot, so I couldn't wait for that refreshing feeling when I hit the water. I built up some... Oh no, okay, I know exactly what's going on. We're gonna fucking die. I was at the edge in no time at all. I leapt into the air, ready to dive bomb. I was more ready than I'd ever been for that cool water. We're gonna get that fucking cool cement here in just a minute. Yeah. Okay, I don't think we were supposed to jump as early as we did.
新たにプールハックの被害者4名の身元が判明しました。田尻真由さん42歳、小島修二さん35歳、酒井克美さん
Come on, say our
29歳
name. Say it.
高岡ポロ
Yep,
ンさ
there
ん
it is.
16歳。繰り返します。新たにプールハックの被害者4名の
Okay, so running in the way we did probably was not the smartest idea. Not good at all. Trying to deal with the situation without knowing the details is dangerous. Yep, all right. So we'll go back. Fuck jumping as early as we did. It seems as if there's something else going on there, and I think we need to approach it differently. I think we might need to go further in than I don't know. I mean, I felt like we had enough, but no, just running in like we did. No, not good. All right, let's see. Where is... I think we can just go right here. We'll just have to kind of skip to wherever the fuck we were. Okay, but like, you guys can't blame me for doing that jump, right? I mean, it was like, it was a good attempt. I didn't think he'd be rushing in the way he did. I thought that like he would at least get Cross up to speed and they would approach it differently, but no, he went right towards it. But now we, the player, have a little bit more information. It is exactly like that pool hack that they were talking about. They're basically doing the same shit, making it look as if that they're going to be diving into a pool when instead they're just going to be diving right off of a building and into some asphalt. So yeah, we definitely should, I guess, push along a little further, and then we'll find a moment to jump back with the information we have. I think that will be more appropriate. But hey, you know, that was cool, you know?
このページは1年前に作られたって言ってたけど
At least I'm trying to do these jumps. All right, let's skip forward right here. Even if we looked into it and found the cause, how much time would we have left? I already said that. Even if I went to the helipad this second, I'd have to vaccinate each person in under a minute. Could we make it?
ダメだ悩んでる時間がもったいないとにかく現場に行って調べるぞ
I don't know if we should do that. We already saw the effects of that one. All right, we're following Momo here. Uneasy, Rosario looked up at the mountain of rubble. It was hard to tell whether there was even enough space for someone to squeeze through, so her doubts were justified. Maybe this next hint that we're getting here, or this next stop that they're making for these codes, is related to Juno having an experience with the sad morning, maybe? I don't know. Infrared thermal landscape. Pollon had taught me about the many BMI functions.
とにかく前へ進みましょう。どこまで行けるかわかりませんが、立ち止まってる暇はありません。
True that. Okay, so that's where they're at.
ここか
The egg tower hadn't suffered a direct hit, but it was still in the blast zone. As a result, it ended up a hotbed of debris. That's why it had been completely sealed off. It was only a matter of time until it was demolished. A large earthquake would probably be enough to bring it down. And right now, there were more than 50 people standing on its helipad. Cicada must have restored its electricity. I could see some lights shining up there. Yep, over 50 people gather at Shinjuku Egg Tower's helipad. TMPD investigation in progress. Yeah, I'm sure that'll go well. But hey, we have a nice little egg tower counter. How many minutes we have left until everybody decides, oh, hey, cool, a pool. Police officers surrounded the building. Actually, you know what's interesting is, well, you know what? Never mind. I was going to say that little news report that we got at the end of that little, well, attempt, I guess you could say. They were still identifying bodies. So, yeah, everybody really just jumped and fucking splatted. So, I guess it became a little hard to identify everybody at once. Interesting. So yeah, police officers surrounded the building. There was no tape to cordon off the area yet, so they couldn't have been here long. Some MSM crews were doing live broadcasts about the situation too. There were some curious onlookers around as well, but only about 10 so far. Another interesting tidbit is that even so, Pollon turned off his Wi-Fi, he still got affected immediately. Like he was put under that spell and he was ready to dive off. So he was basically, quote unquote, knocked out. He was most definitely not conscious. The next time he was, what he saw definitely wasn't reality. So something happened, and it happened quick. It hit him very differently than the pool hack, it seems. I saw the countdown video the hackers had set up. It felt like time was melting away.
海外のニュースもチェックしてるけど、今回のプールハックはエッグタワーだけっぽいよ。
Well, at least these guys are here with us this time. During the last pool hack, multiple people committed suicide from high-rise buildings, and the face hack blew up into a global crisis. Since this quest was focused in one spot, Cicada could have been targeting me. Even if that worked out for us, I didn't know how to feel about everyone else who had gotten involved. It was our fault they were in danger. We had to take care of this somehow.
前回との違いは他にもあるはずだ。慎重に調査を進めよう。
ジュノに用心しながらな。
There was no way she was going to stop at DDoS attacks. She was probably going to come here and try completing the quest herself, and if Juno was here, she was going to get in our way for sure.
俺は隣のビルからヘリポートの状況を解析してみる。
Ah, man, it's going to be just like that first quest that we did, though. Trying to get around her was such a pain in the ass. We had to be a little creative.
僕も手伝うよ。
Alright, making another save here, I see.
じゃあ先にエッグタワーを登ってる。
If I went straight to the helipad, I'd probably get attacked by Juno. She was a phantom who could disappear and reappear at will. There was no telling what she would do, so if something happened, I would just come back here.
さてと。
The police had the front entrance covered. I had to go in another way. After making my way through the underground, I snuck into the first basement floor of the building. I went up the stairs. Alright, we lost a couple minutes there, but no worries, and saw the entrance from inside. Yeah, this place has probably seen better days. But beside it, there's Juno, hello. The intense scent of her perfume was filling the air.
お前、何しに来たの？お前も分かってるでしょ？クエストはそう単純なものじゃないって。
I know, I found out the hard way
私は勝利を
already.
確信できる瞬間まで、ここで敵を排除してるのよ。あの女の元へ戻ったら、ここから立ち去るなら殺さない。
去らなきゃ。また電車を使うつもりか？
電車？
電車の前に飛ばすのかって意味だよ。
お前、何を知ってるの？
What? Oh, that's right. I was gonna say, like, what are you talking about? Like, you did it, but no. That's right. She didn't do this in this go around. We jumped back and we had a different approach using the cop car. So, yeah, she wouldn't know about that, but it was on her mind. That was something that she had planned.
失われた過去の出来事を話しただけさ。
Juno glared at me, her eyes ablaze with malice. If I wanted to complete the quest, I was going to have to incapacitate her somehow. We wanted different things, so cooperation wasn't an option. Honestly, I feel like death is very imminent if we stay here, so...
違うと思う。
Nope. I looked around for something I could use. Decorative plants, paintings, statues, lights. And she's fucking gone. Suddenly, Juno disappeared from my peripheral vision. Where? Where'd she go? I spun around, but there was no sign of her.
ラメンタービレ、哀れに。
I heard a voice behind me, then felt something touch my shoulder. Okay. All right. What the fuck? And the scenery changed. Hazy blue clouded my sight. A sudden cold pressure enveloped my body. Every breath transformed into bubbles that rose upwards. Can we jump? Nope, we can't fucking jump. Come on, Pollon. I was underwater. The moment I realized, I started searching desperately for a way to the surface. We could also jump. Luckily, I couldn't feel a current acting on me like it would be in a river or an ocean, but the scenery below looked like a seabed. Come on, Pollon, please. A shark passed right by me. Shit. I pumped my limbs wildly to try and get myself to the surface. I didn't even have time to check if the shark was after me. Honestly, I don't think they would do anything to you. Sharks aren't like necessarily like trying to eat you or anything, but I mean, if you are in their way. The sudden dangerous situation and the lack of oxygen made my head go blank, and all I could do was just swim to the surface. Which is probably why we're not loading right now. He's not thinking right. Well, we're okay. But yeah, we're definitely not at an ocean. I burst from the water and then leapt out of the tank as fast as I could. At least my limbs were intact. It looked like I'd made it out in one piece.
Yeah, どっかに飛ばされた。
Yeah, I have no idea where we're at anymore.
現在位置が品川になってるぞ。
ちょっとそれ本当？
Wait, why are you in this call? Can everybody just join the call?
ジュノの神出鬼没の噂は比喩じゃないのね。詳しく教えてちょうだい。
詳細がわからないから困ってるんだろう。
詳細がわからなきゃ解析も対策もできないじゃない。
Why are you
視界を
here?
録画してなかったの？
How did you get in this call?
その発想がなかった。
She doesn't even know Cross or
ジュ
Wind.
ノには以前から注目しててね。私なりに仮説を立ててるの。
Wait, did she actually meet them? I don't remember. God damn it, I don't remember our last interaction with her, to be honest.
神出鬼没の瞬間を見て解析することができればきっと助けになってあげられるわ。
わかった。次は映像を手に入れる。そしたらジュノを倒すのを手伝ってくれ。
It's something in regards to her umbrella, but beyond that, I have no fucking idea.
任せておいて。
She uses that as her whatever it is, where I don't know what it is that Wind and Cross have. They have their like different input methods, but hers is on that umbrella. Good thing I saved right before that happened.
息が
But we're not loading yet.
まだ
I would go back and record the moment she disappeared and reappeared.
息が
I guess
まだ
this is a thing that the game will do automatically. Which is fine, I guess. But is this the right thing to do? I guess we have to get around Juno somehow.
それって最高よ。
Yeah, we just gotta hope that she also sends us to the shark tank again, because if we provoke her a different way and she gets angrier, then we might be in a worse situation.
喜んで引き受けるわ。興奮して手が震えちゃう。
頼りにしてるぜ。
Juno was in the egg tower just like before.
あの女は大事な連れじゃなかったの？
Yeah, we have to provoke her and say the same shit
も
as
ちろん
before.
大事さ。同時に信頼できる仲間でもある。だから任せてきた。
I said the same stuff as last time and waited for her to do her thing.
電車の前に飛ばすのかって意味だよ。
お前何を知ってるの？
失われた過去の出来事を話しただけさ。
I turned on my BMI's recording function. Juno disappeared. Never gets easier, huh? I turned around, but she was nowhere in sight.
ラメンタビレ。
And then she says all this weird shit. A voice from behind me. I broke into a sprint before she could touch me. Did we want to do that, though? Kicking off the ground, I ran as fast as I could. Her shocked voice trailed off, but I had to focus. I barreled outside through the front entrance. Passing by the officers, I made it to the main street. After confirming that Juno wasn't chasing after me, I stopped in place. She doesn't have to chase after us.
彼女が消える様子は瞬間移動と言っても差し支えないものね。
Yeah, honestly.
奴に触られると一瞬で別の場所に飛ばされるんだ。
他人も巻き込めるなんてますます興味深い。
解析と対策頼んだからな。
There was no way I would get anywhere near the helipad without a way to counter Juno's skills. I could help Cross and win until Miss Lid was done with her analysis. Uh-oh.
Huh?
I saw a police car come to a stop nearby. Its doors opened and... Aw, man. What are these three doing here? Maybe the CCO had some juicy info about the pool hack that we'd missed somehow. I figured it'd be a good idea to talk to them before meeting up with Cross and Wind. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, our information gathering is very limited. I guess we'll do what we can, but... man. Yeah, this is rough without good old 4chan on our side. But what we can do is we can wait for the analysis to get done, and if we have a good strategy to actually counter Juno, we can jump back with more time, because the longer we wait, obviously the more time we're just wasting. We followed the path using BMI sensors and ended up at an entrance to the underground. It was one of the so-called service tunnels spread throughout the city, and was full of communication cables. The coordinates given by Juno's code led somewhere beyond this tunnel, and we moved forward with flashlights in hand.
気をつけてください。また崩れているところがあります。
Yeah, this place doesn't seem all that safe, to be honest.
ドア?
It was a metallic door, and so pristine that it felt out of place. Yeah, a little bit. Is that the door to Kingdom Hearts? It had clearly been installed after the sad morning. There was an electronic lock on it, with a device for a password input.
座標の位置だな。
ドアの先が指定の場所ということでしょうか。パスワードを入れる必要があるみたいですが。
If I had to guess,
1223
I used the 4-digit number I'd seen during the process that led to these coordinates.
開いた。
I twisted the knob and pushed the door open. A faint light leaked out from inside. I opened the door further and stepped through. What do we got? Oh boy, that looks lovely. It was a space about 16 square meters in size. This is definitely out of place. It felt like an apartment room without any windows. Unlike its new metallic door, this room was quite dilapidated. Also, there's all these candles. They have to be fake, right? Was this a part of the service tunnels? Was it installed later? Or was it accidentally buried during the sad morning? A number of candles lit the room, and in the middle was a large, peculiar box. There's a person in there. It was made of marble and glass and sat on an elevated platform. It was longer horizontally, about as big as a fridge on its side. Through the glass, I saw that it was filled with flowers.
なんなんだ。
見てみましょう。
We moved closer and looked down at it. Yeah, that's a person. But who is it? Is that somebody we know? Doesn't look like it. Unless that's our Kent. But then that raises a whole bunch of other fucking questions. I could feel myself turning pale. Nausea washed over me. The sight before me was like something from a nightmare.
堀佐健太がどうして
Inside the box slept Kent Koreisha. He wasn't breathing. It looked like he'd been preserved with a staggering level of care.
偽物に決まっている。あの女は我々を陥れようとしているんだ。
Yeah, but this is very elaborate.
私が確かめてやる。
Rosario reached for the coffin. At that moment, we felt someone join us. Hello, Juno. Damn, you are a multitasker here.
ジュノさん。
おめでとう。兄さんの秘密を知れてよかったわね。
Yeah, I guess so.
そんなはずありません。
お前が殺したのか。ふざけるな。愛する人を殺したりしない。
No, it does appear that she's actually really obsessed in a good way, question mark, with her brother.
では死因は何だ。この死体が本物だと証明できるのか。事故があったのよ。
An accident? Oh wow, this was the end of 2013. Damn, everybody was fucking using the cold sleep back then.
夢のようなひとときだった。
Just a simple method. Just being used by, you know, all these smart ass people, huh?
それは突然終わってしまったの。
Oh.
2036年
Yep, there we go.
2月6日に。
サッドモーニングの日。
兄さんはその少し前に目を覚ました。そしてぐちゃぐちゃに
Oh my gosh, that is so unlucky. With a gentle smile on her face, she kissed the glass
こ
coffin.
れでわかったでしょ。
Oh, she's weird.
お前は
But that
兄
part's
さんを
obvious.
手に入れられないって。
So now what do we do?
もう調べないで。二度と兄さんに近づかないで。ここから出て行きなさい。今すぐ失せろ。
With a terrifying expression on her face, she grabbed us by the shoulders and marched us out of the room. Couldn't she just teleport us away? Like she did to Poland? I don't know.
高岡ポロン、
That's us.
君やっぱり来てたんだ。
Yes, ma'am. Okay, we will end the episode there, but what a reveal. Okay, so Kent's dead, which I don't know if that could have been predicted earlier because of his disappearance in general, but now what do we do? And that really begs the question of who Cicada 3301 is today, truly. Or I guess ever in general, you know? Just in general, who is Cicada? So, yeah, more questions kind of get raised out of this one, doesn't it? But yeah, we'll wrap it up here, see what we can do about this quest in the next episode. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I will, I will definitely see you all in the next one for some egg-tastic times where hopefully I'm not killing us and trying to do bad jumps. Yeah, fingers crossed, you know.